another big fun fact. Since I've been making clothes, I've never wore anything else. You follow me on Instagram, I be selling the polo shirts, and I don't need Ralph Lauren no more. I don't need Tommy no more. Fendi, all this shit, keep it, take it. I don't need it. I've literally I always got a saying, you can punch me in the face if you see me without culture on. Something. If you see me, the gym, the church, the wherever, I'm gonna have something. Where it might be just the socks, you know.
What up, world, and welcome back to another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast. I'm your host, Trees Trims, and today we're in Oceanside, California, inside of the beautiful CultureBarberLounge. I'm sitting down with Master Barber, owner of CultureBarberLounge, and also CEO and founder of Culture Clothing. Without any further ado, I'm in the building with Oceanside's very own Tapertage in this thing, man.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, man, I want to thank you for having us down here because, you know, we normally shoot in the hot seat, which is really dope. And I definitely want to have you up there. But I had to come down here and check out this shop.
Yes, sir.
We came for the battle, and it was dope, but there was so much going on. I don't feel like we got a real good look. So today we're going to give them a good look and really get to dig inside of what's going on in the culture lane.
Yes, sir.
So let's get it. So if you ever watched any episode, man, you know we start this off with the one question, man, and that's, who are you? So give us a little bit about your background. Let us know who you are.
Government name is Darrell. Rap name is Young Tage. Barber name Tapertage. Tagging name Just Tage. I've been around, bro. I'm originally from here, Oceanside. I went to school, Vista High School, Vista Elementary. Originally from East St. Louis. A lot of my family moved out here now. So I got a bunch of family in East St. Louis, bunch of family in, down here in North County. But I'm just a guy who was doing a lot of wrong, and I had a child, and I knew I had to make a better living. You know what I mean? You can't keep going back and forth to jail.
Yeah.
I've been to jail 3-4 times. I wasn't trying to make it 5. So
yeah. It's usually 3 strikes you out, but I'm gonna stop with this 4th right here.
Yes.
I respect
Nothing major, but just a bunch of little dumb stuff.
Right.
And had to get right, bro. Had to get right.
So you think at that point, is that the point where you got into the barber program and started doing that? Let's talk a little bit about what got you into the program. What made you say, hey, I'm gonna take a pivot from all of this stuff and try to figure out this. Obviously, you said your child was an inspiration, right, but what made you choose barbering? So
basically, I was hustling for a long time, over a decade, but I was successful at what I was doing. I've been to jail a few times, but you know, I had bought a house and moved and was doing great. Then I had a daughter, and what I was doing at the time went against having a little girl. Mostly. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, no, I totally understand you. That's why we're gonna leave it right there.
I was like, man, I gotta do something. And my cousin at the time, my older cousin, he was a barber. He worked in Oceanside right here at the spot.
Okay.
And hustling, I always used to hang out at the barbershop.
Right.
I live way in Menifee. I'm down here in the trap. I'm trying to hang out. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm going to the barbershop to hang out.
Right.
With my cousin and a few other people. A few other people that became barbers, they went to barber school with me too. You know what I mean? We all wasn't.
D-Man 100,
D-Man,
let's shout him out
Kenny,
real quick.
You know
Kenny,
what I mean?
okay.
So, long story short, went to barber school because I love the fact of the freedom. You know what I mean? There was nobody telling you to come clock in at no certain time.
Right.
There wasn't no time that you couldn't go take a break.
Right.
Anytime my cousin Milton, he could stop in the middle of cutting somebody's hair.
Like, hold up.
It was cool like that. Like, nigga, I'm gonna go outside and hit you. And
Yeah.
I like that fact. And it was like, dang, this dude's got a real job, a respectful job. You know what I mean? And he's hanging out how we're hanging. Nigga, we're not legally getting paid. He's legally getting paid.
Right.
He can stop this video game and go legally make some money.
Yeah.
Shit, when we leave here, we still got to search through our rear view. And so long story short, I just already knew I was going to go be a barber. You know what I mean? Once I'm done with all the bullshit, I got a tattoo on my arm. It's a barber pole. A little simple one. But I got that tattoo maybe 4.5 years before I ever even picked up some clippers or went to barber school.
So you already had the intention set.
Yeah, I remember telling my mom always telling, you know, even though I was doing good, she's like, nigga, where you gonna go to?
Yeah.
When you gonna take your ass to barber school?
Yeah.
So I remember her always asking me, when you gonna go to barber school? And I was, 9 months of my life, to change my whole life. It was a no-brainer. You know?
So your program was 9 months.
9 months.
Talk to us a little bit about how that journey went, because you know there's so many different avenues towards obtaining your license, especially in this day and age. They didn't really cut things down and made it a lot easier on them. But
So I went to school 2013. I went to Maranello, which they don't even have no more. But the reason why we went there, because they had financial aid. You know, niggas didn't have the
means.
$9,000, $12,000 at the time that they wanted for school. So we had to do the, financial aid, FAFSA, and all that other stuff.
Right.
Like I said, Kenny, a couple other niggas we know, D-Man, Cody, a couple other niggas. We all went to school. I mean, and at first, going to school, niggas was mad. We gotta go to barber school. I don't want to go to barber school.
It kind of was looking fun to me, though. I was like, y'all over there look like y'all having a blast.
But yeah, I'll be the first to admit I was mad when the weekend came and we didn't have no school. I wanted to go to school.
Right.
Because to be honest, we went to school with cosmetologists.
Right.
That's bitches.
Co-ed. What more do you want?
I'm in high school again. And at this time, I'm in my 30s, you know what I mean? And I'm going to school with a 19, 20-year-old, 21-year-old trying to be in the same field as me.
Right.
You know what I mean? They nail techs. They doing our nails and toes, and a cosmetologist coloring hair, and we had massage therapy in there. So niggas was.
See, your experience was different.
I'll be a test W today. I go in there.
I'll take a free massage. I'm with that.
So for me, it was love. I loved it. As far as the actual learning of cutting hair, we were the first barber program there, so they didn't have a lot of clients for it.
Okay.
So we were getting haircuts, but you're gonna do a queef haircut, a long haircut with some layers.
Yeah.
They want a perm, and like, bro, we didn't come for this.
Yeah.
So then that led us to doing nigga shit, because our fucking teacher was young, a little young nigga from Dago. He's like 20. He's younger than half of the students at the time.
Oh snap!
So nigga, we're shooting dice.
Oh yeah, we didn't turn this. We just here getting hours. We just getting our hours. That's it.
Drinking, got vodka and water bottles. I mean, but it was cool though. All in all, shit, niggas went that 9 months. Shit, I graduated like literally right, because like I said, I love school. If I missed a day now, I went to go make up too.
Right.
Sometimes we went down to the school where we didn't have no class. We're just going
like, let's just go.
We was going to fuck around.
Yeah.
So that's how school went, and shit, niggas graduated, got up out of here, and shoot.
So how was you feeling about the state board? Did you feel ready for it after that 9 months?
I was nervous.
Nervous?
I was nervous.
You passed it the first time?
Passed it the first time.
My man, salute to that, man, because I sure didn't want to come back for mine. I was like,
how many times did you have to take it?
I only took it once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I was nervous than a bitch. I remember telling myself I wasn't going to smoke, because you had to go, well, you didn't have to get a hotel, but I got a hotel. I
did too.
With my
the night before.
With my client, the guy who was gonna do it, I kept telling myself, man, I ain't gonna smoke no weed. I ain't gonna smoke no weed. And right when I woke up,
I'm burning.
Yeah, I had
you
to
can't.
smoke some weed. So I was like, shit.
If it's a part of your routine, you got to keep that going. What's crazy about it is, like, when I graduated, we didn't have to use a live model no more. Yeah, so your program was 9 months. Mine was 18. but I only went on Mondays, and I worked in the shop during the week.
Yeah.
So it was a little different, you know what I'm saying? But I was glad I didn't have to have
on cutting in the shop.
That's that's where we gained the experience.
I never picked up a pair of clippers. I never cut nobody hair until I went to school. And the very first haircut I got, or maybe second, first might be exaggerating, but my second haircut was an Asian boy. He wants a goddamn comb over.
With the hard part.
With the hard part. and a line. Like, oh, bro. Ooh. And that nigga's still right now, 8 years later, he ain't my client no more, but he's still my friend. You know, he's like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, I see you doing your thing.
He's a kid. He's in the Navy and some more shit now.
That's what's up.
But yeah, school is, man, if I can go back for 9 more months right now to that same school, I got some girls that I need to talk to.
Oh, man.
That's at the time.
Okay, so, I mean, one thing I have to give you, man, is a big salute on your entrepreneurial, your spirit, man. Like, you are one of probably the biggest hustlers I've seen evolve. Like, I seen this transition from you going to that barber college, then you working at the spot, and you riding the bike, passing out cards, and doing all of this, and now to see you in a shop with 8 stations, 8 barbers, all the culture bus, the clothing brand, like you've built a total brand out of this thing, man. So where would you say that motivation comes from, and like what's fueling that to get up and keep on creating more and more each day, like out of this, man, making it bigger?
I'd say if I had to name one person, inspiration would be Nipsey. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And just watching Dude, everything you just said about me, I watched Dude. You know what I mean? I remember saying, here's this Crip dude, he named himself after a comedian. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle is named after Nipsey Russell, which is a real comedian. Not even a lot of young people know that. But anyway, yeah, watching Dude, it's like, damn, Dude just raps, and now he has a store in the Slauson Swap Meet. He went from having a store at the Slauson Swap Meet to opening up a store, and then leasing the building to buying the building. Like, hey, I don't even want to pay y'all rent no more. I want the option to buy the whole shit.
Yeah, I need the whole shopping center.
So that's ultimately what I'm trying to do. Get a shop, you know what I mean? Get 2 shops, get 3 shops, and then like I said, I'll go to another city, and if your shop's failing, hey, let me show you how to do this. We're gonna name it Culture. We're gonna name it Culture, whatever that's Culture Irvine, Culture Norco, Culture fucking San Bernardino, whatever, you know what I mean? And that's like really what I want to do, but the inspiration comes from there. And also, I went to Palomar College right down the street, as a lot of people know, and I took marketing. So the marketing is actually, I tell all my barbers, yeah, that's a super clean fade, super nice. But only you and him know, and the people in here. What about everybody? You know what I mean? Nobody else is gonna know about that clean haircut because you don't wanna, I'm too cool to pose. I don't wanna pose. That's uncool. That's why I always talk that shit on about the moving in silence, motherfuckers. Motherfuckers move in silence.
Move in silence, nobody knows anything.
Motherfuckers move in silence all day, right? And then once something good happens and you get a new car, then you want, no, keep that shit in silence.
Right.
Motherfucker, you didn't want to show how you got it or nothing.
Right.
It's them PPP motherfuckers. They move in silence. Then once you hit a lick, then show me what you had
the
to
progress,
go through to get through it. And that's what Nipsey did. And so
I
if Nipsey could do that, shit, I could do the same. You know what I mean? I just don't go on vacations and, like, I know a motherfucker shit that he's a barber. This nigga's on vacation once every quarter. Like, he's on 4 vacations a year, which is cool.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Whatever works for you.
But I'd rather take that money, get me 100 sweaters, and try to get 100 people to rock it. So somebody else can ask them, hey, where'd you get that sweater? Or what company is that? And now I'm gonna go there, and it just makes the company bigger.
Yeah, that's
and I can take them vacations.
Right, and do them a lot different than you would have did. Yeah. So that is one thing I do respect about you, because I rarely see you. I think the last time I seen you go somewhere was like you were going to Vegas, and it was like, I was like, whoa, that was
mom's,
rare.
My mom's,
Right.
60th birthday.
See, something special like that. So I commend you on staying focused, man. And obviously, as I look around, it's paying off. So, you know, that's a tip to anybody that's looking to do anything. You got to be consistent and continue to build. It sounds like what you build, you want to share with the world. So, you know, with the Culture Irvine and Norco, and it spreads, and this could be a global thing.
That's kind of how Supercuts started. The people who started Supercuts, they just had 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 barbershops, and then they went, like the dude on TV with the restaurant, they just went to other places and was like, hey, we'll take this over. We'll give you this amount of money. Right? So now the city already knows it's a barbershop. It's just now a bigger, nicer barbershop. There's all kind of nice shits on the wall, you know what I mean? And there's no black people that have done that with barbershops, you know what I mean, that I know of. I'm sure somewhere there's, you know, some town or something's probably a nigga that owns 10 shops.
But that's still not Supercut.
Yeah,
that's not
Supercut. It ain't nationwide.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go nationwide.
That's hard.
And I know I'm gonna need some help.
I've never heard nobody say that before.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some help later, you know what I mean? Like I said, maybe, like you said, talk to Mr. Washington, nigga, I did to buy this.
Hey, man, we need to start, hey, that's what I said, man. I really felt like when I got in the barber industry, there was a lot of people that I admired and I looked up to, and I expected a different energy because of how I felt like I was being humble, and I felt like, I mean, I could look back at some of my posts that, like, the haircuts was trash, and I was like, yeah, I really do this and all. So I won't say humble in that aspect. But when I was meeting new, you know, master barbers that was already on this level that I could see myself trying to achieve, you know, the energy wasn't there, and it kind of made me kind of back off and not really deal with the barbers as much and more focus on my clients and my grind, you know what I mean? But then sometimes I think that kind of eliminated the possibilities of growing certain relationships. Like, even like you said, we've been in the industry for, I think I've been in, how long you been in here? For like 9?
So I graduated in 2014.
Right,
so 8 years.
8 years, and I'm following right behind you. So there's a lot of things that we could have been probably building together within that time, you know, had I had probably a different attitude about it, or even, you know, I won't even blame it on the attitude. I just didn't know that there was people that was open to that. And like, I got so many of those, you know what I mean? That treatment that I was like, okay, I just think this is something that I need to work on building myself. You know what I mean?
I mean, we're at the age where Mr. Washington was when he started.
Right.
And the dude, James, who rest in peace. We're at that age, so I almost feel like I'm obligated. That's why I was telling June, my homeboy June, like, damn, there's no clubs in Oceanside, but we're at the age where
we should provide
4 or 5 niggas that got $10,000 right now, just tucked away. That's $40K. Let's go talk to somebody and say,
get the spot.
We got a spot. Us 4 own it. This is how we're gonna run it. Shit, 18 on Mondays and 2. You know what I mean? Sunday.
And we now providing jobs and everything too. So that's a plus. That's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Like, I really like to hear that, because you don't get it from everyone, you know. So that's dope. That's dope. I mean, so, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, an inspiration for me too was about the barbershop, that there was nobody from Oceanside that owned a barbershop in Oceanside.
In Oceanside, right.
You know, you always heard about this place or that place or this. Well, them people aren't from this town, you know what I mean? So I feel like my shop is more authentic than shit most around, because nigga, I'm from here. Like, nigga, I went to school here. I didn't just get in the military, get out the military and open up.
Like, I'm from Nashville now all of a sudden.
No, it's tattooed on my stomach. The whole fucking fear. So
that's love, man. That's love. Do you feel like Oceanside views it that way? Do you feel like you get a lot of support from the local people that are, that grew up here and,
I think I get a lot of support from more strangers than people who knew me. I mean, and why, I don't know. It's just weird, but
I kind of feel that way too, and that's kind of that was a lot of the motivation for us starting this podcast, because I felt like a lot of our real support does come from strangers. And then I want to figure out kind of why that is. Why is it that when we see one of our friends, or not even has to be a friend, but somebody that you knew, that you grew up with doing something successful, why is it so hard to support that? You know what I mean? And
that's where that word comes, that 4-letter word comes in.
Right.
So fucking.
Right.
Hey, and he ate me.
Yeah.
I'll say this. The cousin that I just shot out, he lives right around here. Mm-hmm. He's never been to this barbershop once, ever.
Okay.
The last time I seen the nigga was at the dude that I went to school with, was at his barbershop.
Hey, you know what?
We were all shooting dice over at his barbershop, which is, he got his shop after mine.
Okay. That story is crazy because I
like,
was
damn,
literally just talking to somebody, right? And I mentioned that I was going to be interviewing you. I mentioned I was going to be interviewing you. I'm not going to say any names because you probably going to know exactly. It's going to make sense to you. But when you first started becoming a barber, this was somebody that you used to practice on. Mm-hmm. And it was there for the whole journey, but he's never been to this shop. And he asked me, he said, am I wrong for that? And I was like, well, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but I'm gonna just question why you haven't been there. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you've been a part of everything else, like, why wouldn't you do that?
He would come because we got a super big family.
Yeah.
And nobody has succeeded at anything other than keeping a job working for somebody else for a long time. My mom has worked for UCSD for 23 years. I congratulate her. I love my mom. But you're still working for somebody else. So there's no ownership.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think there was a barber that checked me, and I just kept on talking about, like, this is the best job and this, that, and the third. And he told me, he was like, this ain't a job, this is a career. And when you look at the way that certain people address their business, you could tell they just look at it like a job, and the way you're addressing your business, and I would like to put myself in that same space, is like, no, this is my career. This is all I got. This is what I put blood, sweat, and tears into, and I got to make it work, regardless.
I was just telling the kid yesterday, like, bro, you could sit down for 6 months, mm-hmm. and take your ass to school. You can change it. You'll never be walking around here talking, oh, can I borrow $5? Can I get a bagel?
Right.
You can loan me a blunt? You don't have to do that ever again.
And guess what, guys?
6 months.
I'm gonna cut you off. I'm just cut you off for 1 second. There is no such thing as loaning blunts. There's no blunts for loan. All right? You either got one or you don't. Don't ask me to loan you no blunt. Get out of here.
Mean, it's crazy. The story about my cousin, I'm
you don't need no blunt if you ain't got $5.
I'm gonna tell it until he walks through this door. I'll probably start crying if he walks through the door. Like, man, nigga, I shot you out every time. This nigga, that's how deep shit can get. This is my blood relative. We share the same blood.
It just feels weird, right? Yeah, it feels
like,
weird.
Bro, why you ain't never you know what I mean? Right. But I'd rather people stay away if that's,
the energy.
D-Man has came here I've known D-Man for 20 years, 20 plus years. We ain't never ever had an argument.
Right.
He's been in here once. Not to get his hair cut. They had a fucking
betting pool or something for poker. A poker tournament.
The fucking fantasy
football draft.
Oh, they had it here. He walked in. He would just you could just tell it was like, you ever been somewhere and it's killing me to be in, like, going to court or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd rather people stay away if that's how you feel. It's crazy that people feel like that, though.
It is, and then some people, which, like, that's why I brought up that situation, because he was in a space where he was like, am I wrong? Or because I didn't feel like it was any, it wasn't malicious, but it's at the same time, it's like, yeah, you are kind of wrong if you ask me, because if you've been rocking with him, what stopped? Now he's getting bigger and better. Like, it should be, that. And
it's shit. I wanted to be in that space, and
you're open to it. It's not that it's nothing about you. So you're open to it.
Like, even everybody in here, if they ask me, where'd you get your clothes? I got them from here. Who did your logos? I got them from here.
Yeah.
Who did this? I got them from here. B Money. I just shot at them out of Big Money Entertainment. Or
and then
Big
the Caliche Fades. I remember getting the hat off him.
It would be different if I'm blowing up and then you ask me, hey, Tage, and I say, oh, nigga, don't worry about it. But I'm telling you where I got it from. So now it's up to you
to use it.
To figure out, like, damn, do I want to do that or do I not? Everything I got from up here, Alibaba. Alibaba, you know.
Right. That's one thing I respect though, because even when I came in here, I'm one of those people that I've been in that space where I'm like, well, how you doing this and how you making that happen? And people do shut down and they're like, nah, you know, like as if the game that they're gonna give is gonna hurt me. Being successful is gonna hurt them in some type of way.
They don't want you to pass them.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I commend you, man, because everything I ask you about, like, because I'm going to ask and just see what the react. And you always do give me the game about those things. And I really think I've been doing it a lot more recently. But I wish I really would have been doing this a long time ago. But either way it goes, man, never late. It's never too late. Let's talk about transitioning from a master barber to a shop owner. Because there's a big difference in having to show up every day, make sure that you run your station and your clients is on point and you make your money, pay your boo friend, you out. So what was the biggest changes for you going from just a master barber into the ownership space?
I hate to sound boring, but honestly, not really much.
Okay.
Other than the obvious. The shop that I just left, everybody had a key. You can come and you can go you want to cut somebody hair at 2 in the morning, cut somebody hair at 2 in the morning.
Wow.
Just respect it like it's mine. So once I came here, I run it the exact same way. When you get hired, I give you about 2 weeks or a month or whatever, and then you get the key. Like I'm not gonna hire nobody that I think is gonna steal. You know
right,
what I mean?
absolutely.
But I do let everybody know there's cameras all through here. So if something did come up missing, it ain't nothing for me just to go back. I have to sit there for hours and hours and hours. That's even part of that's gonna piss me off because I even would have to go through that. But I didn't left thousands of dollars right in my top drawer and nobody touches shit.
Yeah.
So
that's a good feeling. That lets you know you have a good team.
So long story short, I gotta pay the bills. And I got to make sure that there's money in the bank, and I forget a lot, so I got bad short-term memory. So what I do is I put every bill I get right when I get it. I put it on auto pay.
Right.
All my responsibility is what making
just
sure
make the money is in there.
Make sure money is in this account and take what y'all need to take. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's pretty much shit. That's how I run it. Somebody might walk in here right now ready to cut somebody's hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
That's dope, man.
I let everybody. So a friend of mine, he has a barbershop right around the corner. He just had like 3 people quit because you can't give out your business cards. You have to charge this price that's super low because that's what the shop, like here, 3 people might come in and get a haircut and you might have paid 45 back there. You might have paid 35 right there and you might have paid 20 right here. Why? Because we're all different levels of experience. I've been cutting hair 20 years. Why this dude that's been cutting hair 1 year
making the same money as me?
Why? That don't make sense.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think that's fair too, because you know what I see in certain shops is like, okay, you do see this new guy he's a new barber and he don't really understand that he ain't the greatest barber yet,
right.
And he want to make the money. He's all about making his money.
Right.
So he's charging these prices that these veteran barbers are charging, and that kind of ruins the texture of the shop too. Like if a person comes in and they know that, hey, I got what I paid for, then cool. But if they feel like they got ripped off, then that could create, you know, a bad name for shops. And I've seen that happen. So I commend you for because they are independent contractors.
Independent, everybody's independent.
You know, they have a responsibility to pay for their booth rent and all that stuff. And then what you charge and what you do is on you. So that's dope.
We just underneath the same building.
Back to that freedom space, which makes being a barber one of the best careers out there. You limit or determine how much money or how less money you gonna make and how you gonna.
I want to have the barbershop that motherfuckers want to work at. Like I want to get inside culture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Not just I'm working here just to be working here. Like,
right.
I remember when I stayed out there in Jamaica. Ooh, when I be a barber, I want to go work at Rico's.
Rico's, right? Okay.
Was, you know,
yeah, you right.
Shit.
Yeah.
Niggas work up at Rico's.
Yeah. I thought I was the shit when I got in there. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh man, I'm a Rico's barber. I get it.
So that's the shop I kind of want to have. I don't want to have I don't have no dictators. Like, I hate when people ask who's the boss and everybody got a point to be. Like, no, nigga, ain't nobody boss. I pay the bills.
Yeah, I own the shop, but y'all are your own bosses.
I pay the bills, I make the clothes. Shit. So if the clothes suck, blame me. If they super fire, if they super boss,
I'm gonna take that same credit.
Yeah, shit. Niggas, everything's on me. Shit.
Yeah.
And that's what it really comes down to. Other than that, like I said, and I think I got good taste, even the couches. I'll show them later or whatever, but
yeah, we're gonna get some.
Down to the couches. I could have got regular. I could have went to the Goodwill and got just something to sit on.
Yeah.
Or I could have went to Chef Toys, where most people do, and just gets black chairs, bullshit chairs. Like, I wanted.
This gives it a way more
like a lounge.
Yeah.
That's why it's called. I don't have Culture Barbershop. Not Culture Barbershop people.
It's the lounge.
It's the lounge.
I didn't say shop earlier, did I? I said lounge, right? Yeah, I put some respect on that lounge. Yeah, I got to get me some of these couches, man. We're gonna get some overall footage of the shop too to add into this. So,
yes, sir.
Let's go into that. So you get this building, man, and you know, hey, man, this is gonna be my barbershop. Talk to us about the process of creating it into what it is now, because I mean, you got a beautiful design in here, man.
So,
like,
when I originally got the building, it was a Fantastic Sam's. The floor was already done. That's
okay.
It already had, like, I don't know if you ever been in like a Supercuts or Fantastic Sam's. They got the big wood stations. They're all connected. That's what I originally had, and I knew I didn't want to keep those, but shit, to cut down the cost. I'm just one person and open up a barbershop. No loans, no borrowing, no nothing.
Right.
This is money I saved up.
Up and worked hard for.
I'm going to use these bullshit stations, and I'm just going to get some good-ass barber chairs. Well, I got barber chairs, not realizing the stations are this close together, but the chairs are, this big. So the chairs, once you turn them,
now they clacking, they hitting each other.
One another.
Right.
So I gotta hurry up and get rid of either I gotta get some salon chairs and make shit smaller, which we got big ass 6'8" motherfuckers coming in here. Can't do that. Or I had to change the station. So I changed the stations a couple months maybe after the COVID shit started, and we got to leave and come back and leave and come back.
Yo, how many trips during COVID? How many trips you take to Lowe's or Home Depot? Because actually, this is the type of station that I use. So that's a smart.
Yeah, and I just got the toolbox thing from. I mean, it ain't everybody does that, pretty much.
Yeah, I love it.
Smart thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
You can just roll them,
move it around, and do what you need to do with
them. And then as far as all the designs, like the wood. Lasering or wood carving or whatever.
Right.
One of my clients, he was telling me about his business, and that's what he does. He made that picture, this, everything out of wood, stuff that lights up. It's called We Defy Laser. I'll give him a plug.
Yeah, we're gonna give him that. Drop that link
laser
in there for him, man, because I might have to get me something done.
Yeah.
That's
so
official.
B Money had just got his little money sign done right there up underneath the TV.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, I don't know. I just really kind of. I got rid of the wood stations, and then I put the toolboxes, and then that worked out better.
That kind of even probably created even more space for you.
More space.
Yeah.
So I started with 6 chairs. Then I added one in the back. I was like, okay, it's gonna be 7. And then somebody else wanted to work. I'm gonna add one more. So now I'm trying to get another building. And if I can't get another building, I could probably just take all this down and add 2 more stations, because $3,000 a month, or 300 a week.
Which brings me to the next thing, man. You could do that because you can stuff all this stuff in the culture bus and just go hit the streets with it, huh?
Culture bus is full.
The culture bus is already full?
Yeah. Culture bus is full.
Yes,
Culture
sir.
Culture van.
So, Yeah, like I said, we're gonna show y'all this shop, man. I know we're talking about it, but we're gonna give you some actual visuals, so stay tuned for that. But the culture bus, man, that brings me to the next thing. What in the world make you decide that you want to get this bus that you could drive all over the city? I mean, does this go back to your marketing background, or
what's more important, having a clean fade or advertising?
okay.
As a barber.
Okay.
And I always ask people that, like, you could fucking carve goddamn the Last Supper in somebody's head, but if only you know that you can do it, you know what I mean? And you ain't told nobody, you're not marketing.
Then there's nothing.
Who's a better crack dealer? Who's letting everybody know I got the crack?
The crack or the one that's hiding upstairs with 100 bags on him.
He got 100 bags and he's just...
One day they'll figure out that I'm that guy.
So, again, it goes back to, like, right now when you walk outside, well, minus the sweater, nobody will know that you're a barber. But if you walk down the same street with a shirt that says, I am a barber.
Somebody gonna hit you up and be like, hey man, where you work at?
Even if one person said, hey yo, let me get your card, and that person comes to you and gives you $45 for a haircut. That shirt, if it wasn't $45, that shirt
for itself.
just made you $45.
And then you turn that into an ongoing client. Now you made more than that off the shirt.
Another big fun fact, since I've been making clothes, I've never wore anything else. You follow me on Instagram, I be selling the polo shirts, and I don't need Ralph Lauren no more. I don't need Tommy no more. Fendi, all this shit, keep it, take it, I don't need it. I've literally I always got a saying, you can punch me in the face if you see me without culture on. Something. If you see me, the gym, the church, the wherever, I'm gonna have something. Where it might be just the socks, you know.
But you're gonna wear something culture every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I respect that, man.
Out there rocking Tommy.
No, he's
Tommy
not.
Ain't out there rocking Ralph.
Right. Right. That's true. That's true. I have been wearing other brands, but I'm not the high end stuff. So I wear my brand, or I do support other brands locally, you know, of people that I know directly. But you're not gonna really catch me in the mall or catch me down on going to these high-end stores buying any of that stuff either, man. I feel like it's better if we support each other, because that's the only way those brands will get to that level. You know what I'm saying?
And I just know too much. Like, I know where you made that shirt. I know, like,
you know the real cost of it.
The brush. Torino, I know you motherfucker, because the person that I got it from on Alibaba, he's showing, his video is showing.
He's giving you references of who else he worked with.
The video is showing him making Torino brush. So Torino, all y'all are doing is what I'm doing, just with a way bigger budget and a bigger name.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm the person that I don't want to go to a concert, because I'm probably be standing there, hey, like, nigga, I could rap too. I can do what you can do. I'm gonna go home and try to do it.
Right. I would say that probably plays a big part in your success, though, man. Just that attitude.
I tell, because I cut a lot of little young El Camino dudes and stuff, right? It's got to be hard to want to be a Crip now or a Blood now and follow this path when you can go on Instagram and see somebody super, like, we couldn't go on the internet.
No, there was no internet.
You know what I mean? You couldn't go and watch, like, damn, this is how I could go on Amazon and get my own, you know what I mean?
Right.
All you got to do is apply yourself. So it's like, if you're running around here still gangbanging, still doing dumb shit, like, bro, you're stupid. There's too many avenues that you can
that you could take. Back in the day, it was like we were a little bit more active, being that we would be outside, and that's what we were more exposed to.
And that's all you,
because there wasn't the internet and stuff like that.
To look up to was Big Blood.
And he look what he's driving, and look at it, man. He always got some money.
Now you can go look up Gary Vee or look up, shit. Yeah. There's too many people to look after. You know what I mean? There's a little dude that he was on the verge of being a D-Valley, a little Crip or whatever. Or he was gonna go to, the sports route. Nigga in jail right now.
See, And that option definitely ain't the one. So
it's like, bro,
choose wisely, people. Choose wisely, man.
I just want to motivate people so they ain't got to go through the same bullshit. Like I said, I was successful, but I was hustling. I knew the whole time, like, nigga, I'm doing illegal shit.
Right. I mean? Someday it's gonna come.
Yeah, it ain't gonna last long. Like, there's a nigga that I used to run with night in, night out. Got 77 years. 77 years, human trafficking.
Is it me, or does it seem like a lot of times,
human
like,
trafficking,
77 years? Sheesh.
77 years.
I didn't even take enough time to just think about that, because 77 years, it seems like a lot of people go through this process, and then when they do finally decide they want to kind of get cleaned up and get it together, it's too late sometimes, you know what I mean? So everybody's got to think about the fact that tomorrow is not promised that you're going to get away with the same stuff you've been getting away with. It's time to make a decision now. Mm-hmm. And then he's a perfect example of that. I think I am too.
That's what I said. I could be sitting here, or shit, both of us. We could be sitting here, or we could be sitting facing 77 years or whatever. You know what I mean? Could have took a whole nother route. Nigga, I'm going to be a shooter. I'm going to be...
Right. And that's what's scary about today. They see that and it's glorified, even I think to a higher perspective now. I think it's glorified even more, like, because you do have the internet and all these people that could get on here and actually not even portray their real life, but make it look like good enough to where people are like, oh, I'm trying to do that. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like, I guess, what YSL and all of them is dealing with, like Young Thug and Gunna and all of them. Like, they kind of at this height of their career now. But all this stuff they've been doing for the last 14, 15 years is catching back up to them. So, like, again, man, choose wisely, man. Make the decision now. That brings us to the rapid fire segment, man. So I got some one answer questions. You just pick either one. You know what I mean? Anderson or Walls?
Walls.
Walls?
Yep.
Why is that? Because I prefer Walls too.
Well, I'm talking about Walls clippers.
Right.
Just
not
because
trimmers, though.
That's what I use, but I use Andy's trimmers.
Got you, me too.
Slimline Pros, LI.
Slimline Pros.
Preferably.
Okay. Podcast or TV?
I don't really watch too many podcasts, to be honest, because I don't have like YouTube TV or Spotify. I just got Spotify, my guy.
I was about to say, yeah, that reminds me, man. We're now streaming on all listening platforms too. So Apple Music, Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher. So if you ain't got time to sit down and watch an episode, you can catch us on those when you're in the gym or on the way to work or driving the culture bus, wherever it is. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with us.
So you said TV or podcast, and my response is working.
Working. There it is. That's how you get the money. All right, Kendrick or J. Cole?
J. Cole, either or. I don't really listen to...
Neither one of them?
Yeah, I don't really listen to them.
I should have hit you with a Nipsey question. I knew it. Indica or Sativa?
Indica, definitely.
Alberto's or Filiberto's?
What's the one by my house?
Filiberto's.
Filiberto's.
Yeah, okay, you did pretty well. Tacos or pizza?
Pizza.
Cool. That ends our segment of rapid fire, man. You did well. I think I need to do a little better with my questions, man. You know, start adding some shots or something in there.
Yellow Hill.
Put some shots in there.
Who's your newest artist? You like Yellow Hill.
Yellow Hill? Is that who you rocking with right now?
Yeah.
Where is he out of?
LA.
Yeah, Yellow Hill?
West LA.
Okay, we're gonna check him out, man.
Super talented dude.
Okay, we're gonna check him out, man.
If you like Nipsey, you'll love dude.
That's right. Okay, man, so this episode of the Hot Seat Podcast was sponsored by none other but
Bling Bling
Culture Clothing, man. You see what we in, and you see all of this nice merch he's got behind, and this is probably half of it, not even half, because he's got a bus load of more stuff to show y'all, man. So make sure y'all tap in to Culture, go follow him. We'll be providing all the links. Support the brand, support the Barber Lounge, and the whole movement, man, because this is we're trying to take this thing global. And that's exactly why I felt it was necessary to get him on my platform to share with anybody that rocks with me what he's doing. Like you said, man, you can cut Jesus on the back of somebody's head And if you the only one to know, then it ain't getting out there. So I'm trying to show some genuine support and help promote what you got going on, man. And I appreciate you letting us be here and, you know, hooking me up with the fresh, you know what I'm saying? Culture threads, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So,
appreciate
what you got next, man? What's next for you, man? Outside of taking this thing global, I know you want to get another shot, but what, like, tell us what you got going on.
Definitely Culture 2, Culture 3. We're already franchised, so like I said, I just want to help my people out. I got a nephew; he can cook his ass off, and he cooks whatever. He's like the head chef, and he does it all inside somebody else's establishment. So, Culture.co is the incorporated name. Why can't it be a culture restaurant? You know what I mean?
Make just everything under the culture umbrella.
Everything he doing over there, why can't you do it for your own family? And now you teach younger people how to cook, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's how business is. Coca-Cola, then you got Sprite, Fanta, diets, and you know what I mean? Yeah. So I just want to be I post that thing every Monday. Harper last name, Mercedes-Benz last name. Right. I'm trying to change my last name. You know what I mean? So, and that's dope. pretty much, not change my last name, but change the value of my
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You say you want to still be the same person, but just put a little bit more respect on my name.
And shit, at least half of my life is done, so shit, I gotta move rapidly.
Yeah. You got your foot on the gas.
It ain't like I'm 28, you know what I mean?
Just figuring it out, like, yes.
No, nigga, you didn't fucked off. And I ain't gonna say fucked off, but you did some dumb shit for a lot of your life.
Right.
Let's see how good you can take good, you know what I mean? Because I took bad.
Right.
I'm trying to go this way now, you know what I mean?
Motivation.
And again, there's too many people that you can, Nipsey, and they don't even gotta be rappers, just, you know, inspirational people on Instagram. There's too many of them.
Yeah.
To not like wake up and say, man, today I'm gonna do something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because I could look at somebody like Wallow that just got out of prison after doing 20 years and see what he did in the last 3 years with his life and know like it's never too late. You just got to put your foot on the gas though, because he's up every day working. Right. So like
your work ethic. That's really it. That's why I always say black owned, no loan. I'm letting people know like I didn't go get a $50,000 loan to get clothes. Like, no, I took what I made cutting this dude's head. I drove
down to LA.
I picked up a pack of clothes. Then I took them to another place.
Had them printed.
Then brought them back here, tagged them myself, put them up, and now I'm hoping to get it back $15-20 at a time. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's the game right there, man. It don't get no simpler than that.
And that's, like I said, I'm not out buying it. Shit, you see my shoes? These are $39.99, baby.
Good old Vans. All right, man. So for everybody that's been viewing this episode that wants to stay in contact with you, man, give them your ats. Let them know how to be a part of this culture movement.
You can email me at tapertage@gmail.com. That's my email. My Instagram is @tapertage. No underscores, no dots, no periods, no hashtags, no none of it. Just straight TAPER, TAGE, and there it is there. And then I got Linktree on my actual Instagrams to give you everything else. Cool. I'm super transparent. I ain't got nothing to hide. And you can check me out.
Make sure y'all tap in with my boy, man. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, man, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Again, we are now streaming on all listening platforms. So if you don't have time to sit down and watch the episode, go on Stitcher, go on Anchor, go on Spotify, Apple Music, and you'll be able to listen to these episodes, man. So we appreciate y'all listening. Again, this has been another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast with hot guests and hot topics. I appreciate your time, brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Salute. Yeah, buddy.